Righto, good day everybody. Just a quick video again today. I'd just like to first of all thank my subscribers and viewers who leave helpful comments. It's so helpful. I made a video a while ago about Plex Media Server, and someone obviously said, Jellyfin is so much better. Multiple people actually said that, and guess what? I have since actually swapped over to Jellyfin. But I did use the Snap Store as well. When I looked into Jellyfin, there was like a few things you needed to set up if you installed it in the more traditional sense. So I was like, you know what, I really don't want to have to fiddle or bother with too many things and what's it called, file access restrictions and things. So I just installed it via the Snap Store as well, and yeah, well, it works really, really well. It's way more responsive. The app on my smart TV is also way more responsive. So that just brings me to what I actually want to talk about. In my previous video, I discussed a little bit, things about AI and how consumerism, we should probably stop consuming as much to put pressure on these companies to actually stop doing what they're doing. I think a lot of us would agree that smart devices aren't always more convenient. In a lot of cases, they make life more complicated. Every now and again, we hear about these devices getting updates, and the updates tend to be a bit more invasive. They push more ads. Apparently, there's now some fridges who's started pushing ads as well. I can't imagine having ads on my fridge in my kitchen that I paid for. I just can't imagine that. So for me, if you're kind of also feeling like ads is just a pain in the butt, AI, all these things that the companies are pushing on us, literally forcing on us. If you're starting to think more like that way, and if you're starting getting frustrated about these things, well, the simple thing is just to stay away from smart devices. Even if you're a techie and you enjoy working with computers and IT systems, I think anybody who enjoys those systems would be able to work with smart devices and IoT devices quite easily. But we don't want it in our own homes. It's cool setting it up in our office to make a work environment a bit more, efficient or whatever the case may be. But in our own home, if I want to switch on the dishwasher, I don't want to have to wait it to update. Okay. I don't want to see ads on my fridge. I don't want, Alexa randomly doing cuck in the background, when they misinterpret what we say. Stuff like that. So what I've actually recently started doing is I still have a smartphone. Okay. I still have it. Obviously, business stuff, emails, keeping up with community, events and emergency situations and stuff. Yeah, you need a smartphone because everyone's on apps, okay? Nobody's using two-way radios to communicate to emergencies these days. Everyone's on apps, WhatsApp, etc. So I still have the smartphone, but in my own sort of private time, if my partner and I go out or if we're braaiing with friends, my smartphone's not with me. But then I do have a dumb phone. I picked up a dumb phone. It's a feature phone technically. It's not completely dumb. You could technically access the internet on this, but it's GPRS. So yeah, I think it's gonna not even be worth even trying. I don't even buy data for that phone. So that number, only my family members and my close friends have that number. And I keep that phone with me when I'm out, to going to malls, going to the movies, doing, things, going out to markets. I leave my smartphone at home. That way I'm not distracted. I'm there. I'm in the moment. I'm just talking to people who are close to me and, just enjoying life, being disconnected. But then when I'm home, I can quickly check if there's any updates on the emergency groups or whatever the case may be. So I find balance in that. So that's my one recommendation is run two phones, one smartphone and one dumb phone. Whenever you feel like overstimulated or if you feel like stuff's just getting too much, take the smartphone, put it on do not disturb and just keep the dumb phone or the feature phone with you. It's a feature phone in the sense that it has Bluetooth. You can play music on it. It has a very crappy camera. But for the most part, I only have to charge it once a week. and it makes phone calls, it sends SMSs perfectly fine. You have to type the old-fashioned way, as you can see on the keyboard. You have to type the old-fashioned way, but for those of us who grew up with keyboards like that, I picked, it's quite easy for me to start typing like that again. I think it's like muscle memory, because we grew up with those phones. The other thing is, on your smartphone, there's a few things you could also do. The DuckDuckGo privacy browser has like built-in ad blockers and stuff, and that's lovely. Like if you visit a site like Board Panda, as an example, the difference between browsing it on a ad-blocked privacy browser versus a even just the Board Panda app it's enormous. Like I tried it on a different browser the other day, and I'm like, what is all of this? There's a banner ad, then there's pop-up video ads. Sometimes there's a pop-up video ad, and when you scroll past it, it minimizes to the corner so the video keeps playing. I'm like, how do people deal with these ads? It's just, there's constant stimulation all over on the screen. You're trying to read an article on news sites. It happens the same on some of the news websites. It's just, the amount of ads is insane. As someone who's got ad blockers pretty much everywhere, and I have YouTube Premium, when I do jump onto someone's computer that doesn't have these things, and I, or if I watch a YouTube without being logged in, it's insane. Okay, it is absolutely insane. I don't know how normal people deal with this. I really don't. So, what I'm trying to say is, we should all start to try and simplify our lives, start to get the stimulation down. I think a lot of our mental health issues also stems from just being overstimulated. There's constantly stuff nagging for your attention. When you get in the car, there's like the radio's playing, and there's ads, and listen to this and listen to that, and that's why in the car I don't listen to FM radio. I just don't. Mainstream sort of popular music, just not my vibe. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk to you today about. There was one more thing that I wanted to mention. Oh yes. So I think now is kind of an ideal time to start making the shift into less stimulating technologies and less stimulating platforms. Take WhatsApp as an example. WhatsApp is full of community groups and communities and ads and updates, and I'm someone who posts regular status updates. I post memes on my WhatsApp status, but other than that, I would actually prefer to use Signal, the Signal chat app. And even on my very cheap smartphone, having both those apps run at the same time is no problem. They don't seem to interfere with each other or slow the phone down in any ways. So I would recommend to you to grab the Signal app. And currently, if you grab it, you might find that only 1 or 2 of your contacts are on Signal. But slowly but surely, I believe that we should just move away from WhatsApp. Because remember, WhatsApp is owned by Meta. WhatsApp does have that voice chat feature in the groups that is annoying, that they don't allow you to disable. Even the admins of the groups can't kill a voice chat if someone accidentally opened a voice chat. Things like that, these are multi-million-dollar companies. Surely they can realize that, a lot of people are clicking on this voice chat button by accident. Let's give the admins the option to disable it on their groups. I don't know, but I digress. So install Signal. Slowly but surely move over your close friends and family over to Signal. You start using that for communication. It's just less distracting, not even just from a privacy point of view. It's less distracting. Start moving over to Signal for those types of chats. On WhatsApp itself, your busier groups, archive them, okay, so that those things don't bug you throughout the day. And I'm not saying mute, because if you mute it, it still jumps around in your sort of chat log. Archiving it, it's out of your field of view. So if you check WhatsApp messages quickly, you won't see those groups because they're archived. You have to specifically go into your archived groups to go and see what's happening. So you can allocate a specific time of the day, maybe at the end of the day when you're lying on the couch or whatever, then you can go and see what's been happening in the groups. You don't have to check what's happening in the groups the entire day. Just something like that, it's just a recommendation, just to try and get the sort of stimulus down, so that you can be more present in what you are doing, who you are talking to, the conversations you are having, the work you are doing. And this applies not just to adults, but kids as well. If they're trying to study, but that phone is lying there, they want to check messages constantly. Okay, they want to check this, they want to check their Instagram, so just start getting rid of that. And I think now is an ideal time to start doing that, is to start toning things down. And I know this is a controversial subject. I'm a Linux user, but I pay for YouTube Premium. Why don't you just block ads? It's like, no, you know what I mean? It's like I don't consume traditional TV and media. I've even cancelled Netflix. But I feel like YouTube, I still get a lot of value out of YouTube. So paying for YouTube Premium, I really don't mind, because let's face it, YouTube with ads is just terrible. The premium features are really nice. We actually make use of the YouTube Music quite often. And the skip ahead feature, skipping the most commonly skipped sections, things like that. On my browser, I use Firefox. I've still got uBlock Origin installed, DuckDuckGo Privacy Essentials. I've also got Sponsor Block or Sponsor Skip or something like that installed. So it's like a user-made database of where the videos have like their sponsor spots, and it automatically skips the sponsors in the YouTube videos. So I am very minimally exposed to advertisements, and I just find it so much more calming and relaxing, not having so many pop-ups and stuff, and buy our stuff, and this is the new trend, and you need to buy this. It's just so relaxing not seeing any of that. And over the years, I have really kind of developed a sense of contentment. It's like, if I need something, sure, okay, I can determine what that need is. If it's a want, I can really think, do I really want it? I can save up for it and I can buy it. But I've kind of developed an anti-consumerism thing. I'm not just going to go buy something because it's new, or buy something because I feel like that would make other people look at me and go like, wow, he's so cool because he got a Stanley Cup. Woo! I'm not going to do that. I already have flasks. I already have water bottles. Why would I want to buy a Stanley Cup? Anyways, the Stanley Cup is long gone. The trend, I think they're still floating around and being sold, obviously, but they're no longer as hyped up as they normally are. The other thing is just day to day, you need to prioritize work. You need to prioritize speaking with your partners, with your kids, actually spending time with them, doing activities outdoors, going for hikes, going for walks, walking your dog, okay? Stuff like that. Don't just fall into that consumption trap. Remember, all of these sort of apps, your YouTube Shorts, your TikTok, even YouTube long form content to some extent, it's designed to keep you watching. It's designed to keep you scrolling. But remember, there is life outside of that. Get off the couch, go for a walk, even if it's just around the block, or go chat to your neighbor. Go fix that broken fence that's been broken, or just get out, do stuff. Go mend a garden. I saw a meme the other day. I'll see if I can put it up here. And yeah, it's kind of true, eh? Just getting back into like working with your hands and rearing some plants. It's actually very nice, relaxing, calming. So that's all I wanted to chat to you guys today. If you found this video helpful, please do leave a like and a comment. Subscribe if you feel like subscribing, if you have not yet done so. It really helps out the channel a lot. I know YouTubers all say it, please leave a like and comment and subscribe, but at the end of the day, engagement is what drives the algorithm and the videos and all those things. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.